I imagine it would be pretty funny if I acted like all these ideas were mine, but nah, I'm giving credits to the YouTuber right now at the very beginning so nobody gets it twisted. You know, one thing about the Rucoy community is we lack this type of back and forth communication or even just reacting to each other's content, so I'm going to try it out. Hopefully you guys enjoy it.
Let's get right into the news.
I don't know what it is, but it's damn near impossible for you to find a Rucoy YouTuber who actually uses their voice. So reacting to this is kind of a hassle. Anyway, if you aren't reading these captions, this person came up with an idea for a boss in the ice zone. You see, the thing about ice is there really isn't a boss. Every other zone past a certain point gets a boss. Even Goblins has a boss. Why no boss for ice? And so this person, this is his sprite. You see it on the side, on the right side here. It is a ice knight. I think it looks pretty darn cool, but overall, I'm going to go ahead and say that we're going to have to see what he wants to add along with this ice entity. Let's not be too harsh at the beginning. Let's give the man a little chance.
Wait a minute.
Okay, Dr. Boom. At first I was talking about not being harsh and giving you a chance, but you got some explaining to do. This ice boss that you present us with, why is it that you decided to give him 2 exclusive drops? I mean, let's keep it real. None of the other bosses in the game have any exclusive drops to their zone. Once you read the descriptions of these 2 items, it's pretty obvious why Dr. Boom decided to incorporate them under the guise of being boss drops. I think that overall we could sit here and bash this man for his ideology or thinking about Rucoy, but overall it's more so cool that he's genuinely making an effort to try to even appeal to Rick when it comes to this type of stuff. No one else is really doing so, and so I'm not gonna drag this man down. But bruh, it's never been more obvious that you're a melee main and you want to try to balance out a problem that you think you see with the melee class. And honestly, I've seen a lot of people say the ice, like the slowing ability, because speed is indeed a stat that you can interact with in Rucoy. And so it makes sense for people to be like, hey, what if there was a reduction of speed type of debuff? I've said it multiple times. A lot of people have said it. Rick is eventually probably going to add something like it. Let's be real. It's one of the only mechanics that he can really work off of.
First, I want to talk about one of my own personal ideas, but that's all. The rest of it's going to be another person's ideas, actually the person that I already showed you. My idea is that in Town 1, in the original Rucoy 2016, when you went south and went down into the desert area, there was a portal. It was a tunnel and it led you to Liz. It led you to like one of the final zones basically. And so I think that they need to reincorporate that. But instead of completely undoing the use of a Town 2 scroll, what you should do, Ricardo, is above arena, add like an invisible layer. You say, what's the point of an invisible layer? It would be funny because then spectators could actually view what's happening in the arena. Just a complete invisible floor above arena. That's where you're led to. And that would also mean that a low level can't just teleport to Town 2, you know, because the portals are set up to where once you leave Town 2 and you walk to Liz, you have to go through a whole 2-floor process. And so any low that doesn't belong there is going to die. If they leave arena, they die. It's not a problem. We're not bypassing the Town 2 scroll. I just also think this would help with allowing people to spectate. I think that if in the beginning of their journey at Town 1, they're allowed to go Town 2 and they can spectate PvP, it would really be kind of like an occasion. It would be like noteworthy and it would make them want to grind to the point of being level 150 so that they could use arena. I don't know. What do you think? Now I'm just going to react to these other ideas.
This is an idea of a second slot for your ring. I mean, if we're gonna add a second one, might as well go for every finger. Unless Rucoy characters are like some type of cartoon where you only have like fucking 4 fingers, then you should be able to have 10 rings on. 10 rings and no repeat rings. And there you go. That's how you balance it out. Go ahead and incorporate 10 rings, but no repeat rings. I'm basically just lining Rick's pockets at this point, turning the game pay to win, completely rehauling the game. Niggas are gonna gain like plus 40 stats now, so yeah, pay to win. Congratulations. Personally, I don't like his update for Town 1 on either of these designs. I am quite fond of the desert updated map that he did. I think it looks pretty epic, pretty awesome. Running around in there looking for Cayman the Cursed might become a hobby of mine. If the second arena was a thing, it should literally be a PvP zone, and so it should be you attack people in the same sense as the arena, but I genuinely want there to be no timer so that like people can just chill in there and attack each other. Of course, you aren't going to gain stats, you aren't going to gain gold, but it would be a nice pastime for those of us who are just bored on Rucoy. And a simple and easy way for us to make Rucoy content. Oh yeah, speaking of making content, hey, go follow my Instagram, and if you made it this far in the video, you might as well watch another one, or at least support me in a helpful manner by dropping a like, or subscribing, or going on my channel and clicking on this video, watching this video. Thank you, please, and thank you. You guys are the best. You keep the the grind going, not just the Rucoy grind, because I know a couple of you viewers are not actually Rucoy players at all, and you just enjoy watching me do what I do. And I appreciate that you guys appreciate that. At the end of the day, peace out.